Get ready for an adventure unlike any other. Welcome to Book Bytes, where every page holds the key to unlocking new worlds and fresh perspectives. Hey everyone, welcome back to our second video on the psychology of money. If you missed the first one, make sure to go check it out. Now, let's jump into the next set of roles. Chapter 11, Reasonable Rational. Making predictions about the economy and stock market is tricky, but it's human nature to want to know what might happen next. Even though these forecasts often miss the mark, people still try because it helps them to feel more prepared. However, it's important to remember that the future is uncertain and most forecasts aren't entirely accurate. For example, investing based solely on predictions can be risky. Instead, it's smarter to diversify investments and think long term. So, while it's okay to try to predict the future, it's crucial to do so carefully and not let it dictate all our investment decisions. Chapter 12, Surprise Summary. This chapter talks about how unexpected events happen more often than we think. Just because something hasn't happened before doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. It also reminds us that experiencing certain events doesn't make us expert in predicting what will happen next. The text warns against relying too much on the past events like the Great Depression or World War II to predict future outcomes, especially in investing. It emphasizes the danger of assuming that current situations are completely different from the past, summed up in the phrase, "The four most dangerous words in investing are, it's different this time." Chapter 13, Room for Error. Chapter 13 talks about being careful when predicting how much money you'll make in the future from investments. Instead of assuming things will go perfectly, it's wise to leave some room for mistakes or unexpected events. For example, the author suggests assuming that future returns on investment might be lower than what they have been in the past. This cautious approach means saving more money just in case things don't turn out as expected. While it's not a foolproof plan, it provides some protection against potential problems. The chapter also mentions how it's hard to plan for things we can't predict, so it's essential to stay flexible and ready to adapt the changes. Chapter 14, You Will Change. In chapter 14, titled You Will Change, we explore the unpredictable nature of life. It's like telling a 5-year-old boy he should be a lawyer instead of a tractor driver. He would likely disagree strongly. As we grow, our dreams evolve, and what once seemed essential may lose its appeal. Embracing change means accepting this evolution, acknowledging that we are not great at predicting our future selves. Our decisions shape who we become, often leading to mixed feelings later on. But rather than sticking to one path, we should seek balance and avoid extremes. Letting go of past choices frees us to embrace change and chart our own course. Chapter 15, Nothing is Free. In this chapter, we explore the idea that nothing is free. Life and finance teach us that everything has a price. Sometimes we don't realize the true cost until we have experienced it firsthand. Investing, for example, demands payment in volatility, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's like paying for a car or a house, there is always a price. Recognizing this helps us endure the ups and downs of investing, viewing market volatility as a necessary fee for long-term gains. Chapter 16, You and Me. In this chapter, we explore how money flows to where returns are highest, often leading to inflated values driven by short-term traders. Understanding that others may have different financial goals is crucial, as it helps us focus on our own objectives rather than being swayed by short-term trends. Morgan Housel advises identifying our investment strategy and sticking to it, emphasizing passive investing and confidence in long-term economic growth. Chapter 17, The Power of Optimism. In this chapter, we explore the importance of optimism, which is the belief that good outcomes are likely despite setbacks. Optimism is vital, especially when it comes to money and wealth. Economics teaches us that extreme situations don't last forever. Supply and demand change, causing fluctuations. Progress usually happens slowly and might not be obvious, but setbacks can happen suddenly and need attention. Growth happens over time through compounding, while destruction can occur instantly due to mistakes or loss of confidence. So, staying optimistic is key to navigating life's ups and downs. Chapter 18, When You Will Believe Anything. In this chapter, we learn about the influence of narratives on our economic decisions. Stories have a strong impact on how we perceive and act in the economy. When we want something to be true, we are more likely to believe stories that exaggerate its likelihood. Despite evidence, many still trust investment commentary on TV, even though most funds underperform benchmarks. We often create explanations based on our limited experiences, leading to misunderstandings. Recognizing our limitations in understanding the world is crucial. As much of what happens is beyond our control, the illusion of control can be more convincing than the reality of uncertainty. Chapter 19, All Together Now. In Chapter 19, titled All Together Now, the book offers a concise summary of its key lessons. It emphasizes the importance of humility during times of success and forgiveness and compassion during adversity. The chapter underscores the idea that less ego leads to greater wealth, urging readers to accept setbacks as a natural part of life. Additionally, it advises using money to gain control over one's time, highlighting the profound impact of time management on overall happiness. The chapter also advocates for kindness over materialism, reminding readers that possessions are less impressive than genuine character traits. Ultimately, it suggests that respect and admiration are earned through acts of kindness and humility rather than through displays of wealth or status. Chapter 20, Confessions. In this chapter, Morgan shares his personal approach to managing his finances. He emphasizes the importance of finding strategies that align with one's own preferences and circumstances, as what works for one person may not work for another. Morgan reflects on a question posed by billionaire investor Sandy Gottsman, who inquires about candidates, investments, and motivations, highlighting the contrast between conventional advice and personal instincts. The chapter concludes with a quote from Charlie Munger expressing a desire for independence rather than riches, underscoring the importance of personal values in financial decision making. I hope you guys liked the video. If you find this video informative, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and make sure to click the bell icon to stay updated. And also comment down below which book summary you would like us to cover next. Happy reading!